Well, welcome everybody. It is time for Midfield Madness once again. This is eSeniors World GT3 Champions. We are racers over 50 years old. It is Suzuka today, race number 3. But before we do that, remember, we are athletes. We are simulation racers, and simulation racing is a sport. And so that makes us athletes. Boy, I told the punchline before I did the joke. Holy smokes, that's terrible. Anyway, yeah, we are at Suzuka today. The race number 3, Suzuka. Very difficult track, very technical. And let's get right to it. Let's talk about the standings. Our tower here. In first place in podium on Mr. Platinum. Alien number 1 today, Steve Young in the Mustang. Great job with him. He hasn't had podium, I don't think, this year. And number 2 is John. Whoops, my screen just disappeared here. There we go. John Saunders in that beautiful UK livery in the Aston Martin, I believe. Yes, it is. In third place, finishing our podium for the Platinum, and that Platinum is, sorry, look at that. I forgot to get the right guys. Let's start all over here on that one. Forgot to change the camera. Here we go. Come on, guys, change the camera here. There we go. Now we got the camera going. Start that all over again. So in first place, here we go. Mr. Steve Young in the Mustang. Yeah, Mr. Steve Young. There's a place we're familiar with seeing him. Not in the Mustang, though, but here we are. Here he is. Suzuka, very difficult track. In second place in that great livery, like I said, carbon fiber, that is Mr. John Saunders. Not sure why I don't have the people's names here on the side, but anyway, that's we're going to have to go along with that. We have Paolo Noves. I think I know everybody's first name in the first Ferrari. Next is Rogerio Santos in fourth. Roman Mark in the second Mustang. There we go. Look, it's got the stallion on the side. Steve Howells in the Brute. McLaren, there's the first McLaren in sixth place. Laszlo Nemeth, another McLaren and another great livery. Terry Trowbridge, he's a leader and pole position holder in the silver category today. Danny Britos is in 10th. Craig Holmes in the first Porsche. Danny was in 9th. Uwe Tholen in another McLaren, this red McLaren. Jolt Kess in that Ferrari. Is it John, Mr. Odette, we'll call him. I forget what his name is, first name right now. Don Queen in the familiar pink BWT Ferrari. Peter David, fellow Canadian in the, what's he driving? Lamborghini this year. There you go, Peter. All right. Hugo Caballero. Neil Leader. Paul Sauvage in his familiar Ferrari livery. There's the first and maybe only Merc, Andy Driscoll. Paul Garnham in 21st. Jeremy Bossman Arobas in his familiar McLaren. Stephen Buckley in a Lexus again this year. Love that livery, red and carbon fiber. Beautiful. Believe it's Jorge Lee, and he is the leader pole holder for the bronze category. Mr. Nick Newcomb, Brian Banks in Ferrari. Antonio, I believe, Oliveira in another McLaren. Richard Coulomb, in the McLaren. That's a new livery, auto racing. I like that one. I don't think I've seen that one. My buddy Joe Bukavik in the Winnipeg Jet Porsche. Joaquim Rodriguez in another Mustang. No, that's a BMW. I think that's the first BMW, if I'm not mistaken. Antonio Ferreira. Eric Langlois. And yours truly, Mike Molesky in the 7-Up Special in 33rd place. Richard McKay in the Sprite McLaren Ken Walker in the Ferrari. Ken Schmidt in another Mustang. It's a blue one, just like the livery. That's the stock, one of the stock liveries, I believe. Kevin Torrance in a Porsche. Nope. Yep. Vasconcelos. I forgot his first name right now. Arthur Castonguay in another. Oh, look at this. The BMWs are bringing up the rear today. Eric Jones and Bruce Hopkins. Ooh, that's a great livery there. Red, white, and blue. So there we go. That is our podium. Let's get back to the front. Let's find a good camera angle for the start. There we go. All right, here we go. See how the start goes. Is that a helicopter? No, this is a helicopter view. Let's just watch the start. Should be getting the green light shortly. Suzuka, very difficult track, very technical. If you didn't, you could tell the guys that didn't practice it enough this year. There was a lot of spinning going on some of these high-speed corners. And there we go. Green, green, green. Is Steve going to beat out John Saunders? Looks like he is. He's going to hold it through the first corner. Looks like we're going to have a good first corner, and everybody's being behaved. Not too many three wides here. Not too many taps. Everybody is through. 41 drivers on track. Let's go back to the front. And everybody's going through the second corner. Lots of side-by-side action here. Oh, there's somebody that's off. Let's stop that one. Let's see what happened. Looks like an unforced error. Maybe not. That's a Porsche of Craig Holmes. Ooh, maybe not. Let's just see what happened. This is the first round, first corner. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff happening here. Hold on. Let's just back up. I think I know where that is. Yeah, I think it's a Hugo. I did a little review here. Hugo. Let's just watch what happens here on this corner. And that is, we are on board with Hugo. Not sure which car Hugo is, but we'll see something happen in a minute, if I'm not mistaken. Hugo is 444. Oh, we missed it all. Hold on. Hold on. This is not Hugo's accident. Hugo's accident is coming up. Let's just watch this and we'll go back to that other one in a second. No, that's not right here. Let's just stop. Stop, guys. Stop, guys. Let's go back to the Porsche. Where is that Porsche? And let's just find out who we gonna see have something happen. Who is? I was sure it was Hugo that had an issue. Let's find out what happened here. We'll stay with Greg Holmes. Does it happen ahead of him? Yes, it does. Right there. Car number 7. Mr. Mark. This is early. That's high up in the ladder here. That is not good. Let's just watch this. What happens here? Oh, just got caught up in a lot of mess. There's a little tap there. And a few goes off. There we go. Now that causes a lot of consternation all over the place. That is the beginning of the problem. Let's just see what happens. There's something else. I know Hugo here is going to have an issue. There's another issue coming up, I think. There it is right there. That is number, I'm not sure who that is, that tapped somebody. So 444 is Hugo. He goes sideways. Oh, there's a lot of things happening now. And those cars are just sitting in the middle of the track. Whew. Just show you what it looked like from my point of view. I was way back there. Let's just go back a bit and get in the camera. I'm way back in the pack, number 33. Let's just watch what it looks like from my point of view. It's going to happen coming around this corner. These are the two corners that are trouble. So now I don't know what to do here. I'm just slowing down. I see an opening. I just missed one. Just missed two. And there we go. There's cars everywhere. So big mishap in the first corner. So let's just see what happens at the front here. Santos Mark. Okay, let's just go back to leaders. Where is the leaders? Oh, this leaderboard. And if you have never watched this before the leaderboard gets all messed up. Keep going far ahead. There's John Saunders. Shows him in 24th. He's not in 24th. That is Mr. Young ahead of him. There's John. There we go. There's that. Going to be another incident at 9 minutes. We'll get back to that one later. Let's just see where the gaps are here. Paulo is just following these guys. So that's the top three there. That ahead of Terry Trowbridge is Zoltkis in first place in silver. And how are we doing? Yoge Lee is in first place in the bronze category. All right. Well, let's just let everything settle down here. What time are we at? Okay, the lap 2 is going to be another incident. See Eric. Ooh, Eric's got something going here on Hugo. Not sure if that's Hugo up ahead of him. No, it's Via Ferreira. Whoa! This first few laps, tires are pretty shaky. So let's just look at Mr. Walker here. Who else can we look at? Kevin Torrance up at the front. Things are settling up. Whoa, no, Paulo. Whoa, what did I miss there? Oh, well, I almost missed the pass. But we gotta wait till everything settles down a little bit. Looks like Mr. Noves is making up ground here and there. Danny Britos was very close to McLennan at one point. Let's find a good camera angle here that we can watch people with. There we go. Paulo, there's the top three guys in the Platinum. These guys are very close together. Like somebody just passed somebody. What time are we at? 9:26. Okay, so I'm going to stop it here. There's another incident at 9 something, and it is with Mr. Santos. Let's find Mr. Santos. Okay, let's just watch what happens here. This is down in the 26. He's involved in it. That's why I wrote his name down. Not sure if an instigator or not. Let's just watch. That is Brian Banks ahead of him, I think. Coming around the S's. Oh, there's a little tap there, and they both go sideways. Oh, now Mr. Banks is in the middle of the track. Whoa, he's got a bad spot there. He doesn't know what to do. He told me before he thought he was in reverse and he wasn't, and he just touched his like that. Who is that? Is that Rodriguez? No, that wasn't. There's the other BMW. Let's find out who that is. That is Earl Jones. Look at the mess he's got himself in. Look at that. Let's find that right. We'll find the right angle. That's the angle. Look at that. Look at his bonnet. Oof. Ugly, ugly. All right, I'm just going to go back and I'll show you what it looked like from my point of view. Pause. Jumping down to me. I had a brown moment right there. That's for sure. Driver point of view. Okay, here it is. Just happening up ahead of me there. Don't quite see it. Now I see it and I go, what is going on? Whoa, whoa. Oh, just missed everybody. Never touched a soul. Never touched a soul. Just got lucky there. I just laid off the throttle and just prayed that I was going to make it through, and I did. All right. Did I mention I end up in second place in bronze yet? Oh, I'm going to say that a few times. Okay, let's just go on with Paulo here. Again, 1, 2, 3 here in the platinum category. Let's just see what's going on in the silver. Trowbridge is about a second behind. There's one of these corners. You got to be careful. Look what Terry had to do there to save that one. Very careful going around that corner. You can overcook it. Yolt is trying to get ahead of Laszlo here so he can put some space between him and Trowbridge. And Roman Mark is trying to catch up with his platinum guys by harassing Terry. And back here in bronze, Jorge Lee is leading, but he just got passed by... Is that Coulomb? I don't think so. Who's that ahead of him? That is Paul Garden. Let's back up. Let's see how Paul got that pass. Let's go here. And back up 5 seconds. Let's just see how that happened. Get another view. Oh wait. There we go. Beautiful job. Just passed them right there on the... Is he going to do another pass? Just Garnham just motoring along. I think I missed that pass, but anyway, let's look at that. This is a pretty nice view. A lot of guys in this little train. Anyway, Jorge is right there, and he has got a couple of second lead on Antonio Ferreira. And in third place is Nick Newcomb. There is Nick there. All right, let's get some, let's just find some racing action here. Don Queen. There is Don. And let's watch. There is McLennan right behind him, and Don is right behind Odette. Well, that pink car looks really pink in the screen. Okay, let's find some other action here. Paul Sauvage, Jorge Lee. And where else have we got some action? Mr. Walker coming up on Nick Newcomb. So there's a few guys out of order here. Lots of silver guys down in this back of the pack. I'm right behind Walker. I'm right behind Peter David. And where have we got? There's Antonio just passing. Ooh, careful, careful, careful. No, he's just going to try. Gave it a try, but didn't make it stick. Or did he? Yes, he did. He must have made it stick. Who is that in the... blue car? That is Ken Schmidt. He's getting passed by everybody. That is Kevin Torrance trying to get by Bruce Hopkins. No, it's a Mustang. Who is that? That's Ken Schmidt. Ken lost quite a few spots there. Although he is trying to get by... Ooh, that was a bit of a touch, I think. Yes, it was. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Let's get a better view here. Back up a few car links and get the overview. And let's go back even more. Well, not a very good camera angle, eh? That helicopter. That is Schmidt in the Mustang trying to get by Caballero, is it? Or McKay? Gets by. Ooh! And who is that? Who is that? Who did we miss? I missed who that was. But anyway, that was a bit of a mess. All right, where else have we got some action? Greg Holmes in the Porsche trying to get by. Is it Hopkins? Yes. Let's take a driver view there. Is he gonna make it stick? Porsche should be good in this corner. Let's see if he gets it. Ooh, very close action there. Very close. And who is that behind them? That is Bruce Hopkins in the BMW. There's Holmes going to take another peek. We'll stick with this one for a bit. Take a look at what's going on at the top. Looks like there's a second gap between all the guys. This is Midfield Madness, don't forget. So Midfield Madness, we just cover where the action is. We don't stick with the guys at the top unless they've got some good gaps. Good job by all of them there. This is McLennan. He was close to Don. Still trying to get ahead of Don. Where was I? Oh, there's another one here. Forgot who I was watching. Look who's in fourth. Oh, we got good action here. I'm going to show you what I was watching. That is Walker and Nick Newcomb. Walker's all over Nick. And I was watching this. I did not want to get involved here. I just bide my time and see if somebody made a mistake. Oh, there's somebody who went off. I'm not sure who that was. Can I back it up and see who that was? see what happened. This is the corner people have trouble with sometimes. Right there. Let's see if we can find out who that is. How do I find that now? So I should be able to go find that. That looks like that is tough to see. Somebody that was ahead. There we go. That is Antonio. Let's just see what happened to Antonio. Let's get a view. Ooh, let's go back even further. You see what happened. You see what happened. This corner, very hard. If you get on the throttle just a little too much, this is what happens. Your back end goes out. And there we go. If you don't practice this track, that is what happens to you. Look at this group of 4 here. Nice. Let's just keep it going here. That is Santos and Peter David in the Lamborghini. He's got a green Lamborghini this year. Look at that group of 6 cars. Wow. Joe Bukavik right here trying to chase down or getting chased down by Brian Banks, his buddy. Joe looked like he had a trouble. Just back him up a bit because he was in a better spot for a while. Let's just see what happens here. I heard him talking and he had some issues, unforced air, as he said. Just follow through a little bit. He got the curb that time. That's 911. That's Brian Banks. Brian looks like he passed a few people because since the last, if you haven't watched one of these before, it only updates the tower. Ooh, well, look up ahead here. Right here. That is Valcancelos trying to get a lot of Holmes. It looks like Holmes just passed Valcancelos. Let's just stick with Greg here. He's a silver guy trying to get through a bunch of bronze guys. And that's Ken Schmidt in the Mustang. So he is attempting to get ahead of him. Let's just follow along for just a bit. Did Bruce Hopkins just pass? Yes, he did, I think. Let's just go back a few seconds. Looks like there was a pass there. Is that where he just passed him? I give up. I hate this view because you cannot see what's going on. I'm not the view. This replay mode is a little bit tough to follow the action. Much easier when it's live. But this is great action here. This is the Porsche trying to get ahead of that muscly Mustang. Let's just see if Greg can get it going. He's in a platinum category. If he doesn't have any damage, he should make short work of Ken here. See if he does. Very difficult to pass on these S's. Now we should be able to get something going. Gotta be so careful. This is when you take a really high speed corner. He gets a good exit here. He'll make short work of that Mustang. Did not get to back off just a touch. Here comes the big hairpin. See if he can get inside Bruce or Ken. I mean, get a good exit here. He did get a good exit compared to Ken. All right, let's just see what happens. This coming up is complex that ends in that very high-speed corner that a lot of guys. Oh, looks. Oh, maybe Ken Schmidt didn't want to defend and let him by. Okay, maybe that's what happened there. Let's just see recap what's going on here. This is John Saunders looking at the back end of our leader, Steve Young, and Paul Noves is a little bit behind. So these guys have opened up a gap of second or more each. Looks like this is Jolt Kiss. He is trying to get by Laszlo, and he is in first place in platinum. Roman Mark is not far behind, but he is a platinum guy. Trying to get back into the platinum side there. And in second place is Terry Trowbridge. He's trying to catch up to Yolt here. Jeff Odette is in third place, a couple of seconds behind. So this Zolt has a 5-second lead over third place. Now let's just jump all the way down to Jorge Lee. He is in first place by a good 5 seconds, because second place is Nick Newcomb, who's trying to get by Danny Britos. Britos must have some damage here. He should, either that, he just doesn't like this track very much. Hey, look who's in third place. Right behind is Mr. Mike Molesky. I am right behind Mr. Newcomb here. We are lap 6. I'm holding my own today. I did some practicing on this. I haven't driven the Ferrari on this track, and I just beat my all-time best, like third lap that I tried it. So Ferrari just loves this track. All right, let's find some close racing here. We got Craig Holmes on Kevin Torrance still. And anything up? Oh, there's somebody up there that was really close. Paul Garnham. And oh, something happened there. Let's go back, take a look, and go to the Cinecam to hide it. So that is, oh, go back a little bit more. There's that famous corner I was telling you about. Well, let's just watch. He's really behind Jeremy. Let's get in the car seat with him. And we are on board with Paul Garnham. And that is Jeremy, our boss, right ahead. So Paul's got some good pace, trying to get by Jeremy and coming up to this corner. He is anxious and he knows he's got pace. He just got a little over anxious. Oh, that's what the problem was. There's somebody up ahead. Who is that up ahead? That is, sorry, that's Paul Sauvage. But Garnham got himself turned around there, didn't he? Let's just see where he looked. Now he's trying to get back on, trying to get a safe rejoin. There's so many cars close together, doing very, very patient. Who is that up ahead? Who is that up ahead? Let's just watch that again. Let's go back, get on. That looked like a pass, big time pass. Oh, there's all sorts of action here. Okay, we are on board with Mr. Rodriguez, who passes Paul Garnham. Who not passes. Anyway, who is that up ahead here? That is Peter David trying to get by me. I'm going to get on board here. Now, I remember this. I got Peter David. I got a whole bunch of silver guys behind me, and I let Mr. Santos pass me. So I've got Santos between me and Nick Newcomb, who is in second place in my category. So I don't think I like. I think I remember. Rogerio Santos, he's got lots of damage. Look at that paint job of his. So I was right up against him. We are getting into lap 7. Lap 7. Peter David is looking at me. Let's just see what else we can see. Joe Bacavik on Vasconcelos. He's got lots of pace on Vasconcelos. Let's just see how Joe does. Have I got anybody watching here today? Let's take a peek. Oh, I got 3 watching. Say hello in the stream if you're listening. It's always good to say hello. Joe has got more pace than this guy. He's just got to try and get by him. Not sure if Joe had any trouble in terms of damage. Just follow this one along a little bit into the hairpin. The Porsche should do really well here. Yes, it does. Oof. Just couldn't get by him there. Who is behind? That's Arthur Castonguay behind Joe. Oh, look at this. There's no hands on that steering wheel. Look at that. It's an Uber AI driver. He's really got it back behind. I don't know why there's no hands there. Just take the camera that the driver's using. Oh, let's see if Joe gets by. Vasconcelos here. I just saw something up there. Somebody changed. Yeah, Joe's going to give it a try. He's going to take a peek. Oh, he's staying right in the middle of the track. Joe couldn't get by him. Oh, that's where Joe went wide. He just couldn't. He was so close. He had to back off. Lost the place because of that. There's Peter David, myself, and Santos. We're still battling it out. And I'm still in third place. What is happening up at the top here? Okay, let's just find the closest battle here is Roman Mark and Laszlo in the platinum category. Roman finally got by Terry, I think. So now Terry is leading Yoke only by a second and a half. So this is for first and second place. Odette is 3 seconds back, but Terry better get a move on here. And in first place in platinum is Mr. Lee. I think it's Jorge, and he is running a little bit of traffic in Paul Savage. Now Paul had some trouble. I believe that's why he is in this position. And Eric Langlois shows he must have had some trouble in the last sector. He was only half a second behind. Now he's got, where is, oh, looks like these guys have changed position a little bit. This is Danny Britos. Who is that ahead? Yeah, that's Jorge. Yeah, this is a big change. There's some changes here. Danny Britos is right up on Jorge now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Danny, that late break there, that cost him actually, because he couldn't pass in that spot and had to back off. There is Mr. Walker. Over here, Rogerio's still trying to make some hay here and get ahead of a few guys so he can get back into the platinum area. What else have we got going on here? A lot of guys out of position. Look at that. Brian Banks is way down there in 38th. Joaquin Rodriguez is 4 laps back. A lot of trouble there. So there's some sorting out to do here for the stewards this week. Oh, there's a little bit of a battle going on up ahead here. What's that? That is Danny Britos. Oh, he overcooked it. We just saw that happen. He overcooked it and fell behind Mr. Lee. Not sure if that's how you pronounce his name. L-E. Figure that out. If he's listening, he can get. He can tell me. We got 4 people watching here. Nothing on the chat yet. I got to know who I'm talking to live at least. All right. Is there anything happening? Yes, Roman Mark passed Laszlo, I think. Yes. Let's see where that happened. There we go. Let's see why. Looks like the problem with... Oh, almost. That was a bit of a wiggle there on Laszlo. Just enough to let Roman Mark get on the straight and pass him in that Ford. Let's just follow this one for a bit. Get on board with Laszlo and watch. See if he can get that position back. That's, again, that same corner. You got to watch yourself on that corner. Gotta be patient. I practiced a lot this week and I knew that corner was tough, so I was very careful in that. I had a great race, very even keel the whole time. Didn't get too far ahead of myself. This is Paul Savage. This is for position in silver. It looks like Paul Savage has a different braking point than Jeremy there. Let's just see if he's going to take it away from him. Santos still can't get by Newcomb. And I'm watching Santos there too. That is my car. Hugo's right behind me. Who else have we got? It's got some. Oh, there we go. Let's give Mr. Oliveira a little bit of love. He is coming up on Mr. Bakavic, I believe. Oh, Joe had a little trouble there. Hit that curb a little hard. Let's see if Antonio can get by him. You watch that happen. Should be getting into pit stops pretty soon. We're in lap 10. It's 25 minutes in, so we're probably not quite 25 from the beginning. So, all right, so that's Oliveira didn't make that happen. He has got, whoa, he's got lots of pace on Joe. He should get by him sometime soon here. Joe is struggling. Let's see where Antonio gets by him. Sorry if I get first names wrong. I'm not quite sure where my why my camera's not showing people's names here today. I have to change from triples to single. That's maybe my margins are all screwed up. All right, there's Hugo right behind me. I think at a certain point I say, enough of that. I don't need Hugo harassing me. Oh, up ahead, that's Santos trying to get by Newcomb. I'm just loving it because I'm sitting there back behind these guys saying, hey, if something happens to them, I'm going to get a position out of it. Santos is really trying to get by Newcomb, back and forth, and Newcomb doesn't want to let him pass it because he sees me behind him, so he's saying, I don't want Molesky up my ass. So he is just trying to stay ahead and defending. Ooh, we went over that curb pretty heavily. And this is where Newcomb did a great job. He does an undercut here, and that worked. He went in a bit early, and that worked, I'm going to just say. So he was one of the first guys pitting. Now I'm saying, okay, I don't have Nick to up ahead, so I think I'm going to let Hugo by here in a little bit. Let's just take a peek what else is happening. Oh, we got Andy Driscoll on Neil Leader. This is not for position in their own categories. Do another run down here. Let's see if Andy can get by Neil Leader here first. Watch it a little bit. Oh, Mr. Charles. Paul G. Sim Golf. I'm not sure who there. You missed my floor battle with Arbus. Less than half a second between us. Who are you, Paul G? Oh, Garnham. Thanks for the compliment, by the way. Yeah, I can't go back there. All right, so let's just do a recap. Paulo is looking at a couple of seconds gap here. Let's see John Saunders is chasing down Steve Young. John, one of our leaders, there's Nick Newcomb coming out of the pit there. Ooh, that cost Saunders a bit of time. But John just can't get that gap. He just can't stop that gap. Steve Young's got that Mustang. Just great move today. Anyway, so let's go back to Terry Trowbridge is here. Let's just look at that. Oh, Trowbridge is in the pits. And so is Jeff Odette. Went right behind him. Yolt is still out there, but Trowbridge is in the pits. Jeff Odette followed him in. So let's just see how that happens. We've got Sauvage here trying to get by Mr. Arobas. Yes, Stu, this is a huge grid. 41 cars today. We had a couple of incidents in the first couple of laps, but it cost a lot of people some out of order here in terms of the right category, guys. We've got to clean up our act on first and second laps. This is not right that people get caught up in the first stuff. Let's just go back down here to Mr. Torrance is trying to chase down Fury. Oh, and I just caught that. Look at that announcer's curse. Torrance goes off and lost a position to Bruce Hopkins, but he was chasing down third place. That was a podium podium for him. We're still sitting here with Caballero on Jorge. Oh, something happened here. I've got to go back because Jorge was nicely ahead in third place here. Oh, now we caught it. Let's go back even more. I knew there was something that happened because he was leading everybody for quite a while. I got to go back quite a bit here. See, Jorge has got a big lead on the rest of us. Talking bronze category. So there is Jorge in that red Ferrari, I believe. Actually, I've caught up to him quite a bit. Let's just go back a little bit more for a second here. See what kind of lead he had. No, he's lost something somewhere. Maybe not. All right, so I know Jorge had the lead for quite a while, and all of a sudden he lost it. So let's just follow this for a while. He is the third guy here, and that is some traffic, big time. Who was that? That is Sauvage, I believe, ahead of him. No, that's Danny Britos. Britos. Oh, I'm all messed up here. Let's hold on. I hate it when I do that. So he's got a great lead here. And look at all this traffic he's into. That's what happened in terms of him getting caught up in traffic. These are guys coming out of the pits, I believe. But I just know that Mr. Lee disappeared from first place after a while. That's me coming up behind him. And right behind him is Santos and Castonguay. That's me passing Arthur. And yes, there is me. Oh, that's what happened. I missed it. Let's go back to Lee. Was that Lee? No, it's not Lee yet. Yes, he's behind me now. Let's see what happened. Oh, there's something happened here, unfortunately. All right, let's just watch what happens. That is Mr. Lee is number 42. Oh, he just a little slight, just a little bit of a wiggle there, and whoever that was just bumped into the back of him, caused him to get a little bit out of sorts. That's how I got by him. And I go wide there. He follows me. I believe he's going to go in the pits the next time. Long pit stop. He must have had some damage. Forgot to take his damage off. Probably he got nicked in the back there. So oh, look at that! I'm in first place in Platinum because Nick Newcomb took his pit stop. But you watch when I take my pit stop where I end up. He's way ahead of me. Great undercut by Nick. Good job there. I think he has some damage. He's just tiptoeing around that corner. There's Hugo. All right, let's just find some other stuff. Oh, Roman Mark just got by Mr. Smith or somebody a second ago. Right here. Who is that ahead of him? That is Mr. Smith. Yep. Let's just see how he gets two Mustangs. Beating it up here. That is Schmidt. He is bronze, so he's not going to battle too much with Roman. He lets him by right there. Just lifts slightly. Perfect spot. Perfect spot. Who is that behind him? That is Rodriguez. He's on a different lap. All right. And there's lots of... Ooh, who's that? Just... Another car just... That's somebody that's ahead. I'm trying to find that car that... Right there. Is that Eric? Yes, it is. I'm sorry to say, Eric, we're going to take a look at what happened to you. That's the corner. That's the second corner. Not too many people go wide in this corner. Let's just watch what happened to Eric. Just a little bit of a wiggle there, and that got him off the line. Oh, good job there by Britos. Oh, and somebody hits him from behind. They all went off, and oh, there, I just missed him too. Oh my God. I remember that. That was me in that green car. So Eric's going to try and get back on the track. He just stayed there for a while. He probably could have went a little bit further off and rejoined easily. So these big corners, these big, wide, high-speed corners, those guys trying to go with less wing. I know I had lots of wing. That helped. But those guys trying to go with less wing, those big, wide, sweeping corners were killing them. There's Steve Howell in 6th place. Got a stop and go for 30 seconds. Wow. Wow, that is huge. Huge. So we're following Driscoll here on leader. Still looks like he wants to let him by because he's not in the same category. Maybe. Let's just see if he lets up. Neil's car is a little jumpy there. If somebody's having some ping problems, that usually means that the system is interpolating for him. And let's go back to the top here. I don't think anybody's pitted. This is back to the top. Noves is 2 seconds behind. Steve Young is just going into the pits now. So Steve, our leader, is in the pits. He's in the pits. All right, so there's going to be a lot of pitting going on. Roman Mark on Kevin Torrance. Got a nice yellow or orange bumper there. I wonder what that is. So there's a lot of pitting going on. We're gonna. Have I pitted yet? Yes, I have pitted. Just pitted. So see where Nick Newcomb is. Where is he? Who's behind me? I believe he. How did I end up ahead of him after my pit stop? Whew. Got Holmes behind me here. No, Nick's ahead of me. There he goes. Now they just updated. See, Nick, I was just behind him by a little bit. Look at that. After the pit stop, I'm 4 seconds back. Wow. Great undercut job there. I'm just going to jump ahead quite a bit here because it's a pain in the neck when nobody's, there's all these people out of action or out of sequence because of pit stops. Okay, let's just do a recap. We've got Steve Young here. He is 3 seconds ahead of Saunders after all these guys pitted, I'm sure. Roman Mark, I do not believe is in this spot. I don't think he's pitted yet. Let's just take a peek. Yes, he has. Roman up there in third place. Good job. Terry Throwbridge is in the lead by quite a bit, ahead of Odette and Don Queen. In the great bronze category, look at this. We've got Nick Newcomb. He's 0.7 of a second behind. That's Nick up ahead, and I am 8 seconds behind him. So we have. Oh, there is another 30-second stop and go. Wonder if these were for. Going wide, as opposed to speeding in the pit stops. I guess some people were going wide. I guess. All right, who am I on with? Where else have we got a battle for position? We've got Walker on Richard McKay. Haven't seen Richard too much today. Who is in third place in bronze? It is Kevin Torrance, and I've got a huge lead. I remember I've got a huge lead over him, so I'm just, we've got about 8 laps to go. I'm just trying not to do anything stupid and can keep this second place. I thought I was up there. Where else have we got some action for position? We got Steve Buckley on Don King. Let's just watch this for a bit. Find a different camera angle for you guys for a change. There we go. That is Buckley in that Lexus, the only guy in a Lexus for a lot of our racing careers here. Don is got somebody ahead of him. Oh, that's a back marker. That great job getting out of the way there for those guys, whoever that was. But Steve is trying to, or Stefan is trying to chase Don King down. Now, looking at the track here, it's kind of dusk, right? The lights are on, but I was having a hard time seeing braking points and whatnot. The lights did not seem to help very much, so I didn't do a practice race all the way to the end, so I was a bit surprised by this whole thing. As Jolt Kiss is right behind Buckley too, by the way. So this is a great little action here for third, fourth, and fifth. Beautiful. Let's go one more camera angle. There we go. Yolt's trying it. Look at this. Get on board with Yolt. These three guys all for position. This is the race right here. This is fun to watch. Let's go up ahead. That is Buckley on Don. He wants to get by him. Looks like there's some pinging issues. Look at the way that car is just jumping a little bit. That is interpolation by the algorithm, I believe. Get back here. Let's see if Stefan's going to get by Buckley's Shrine side by side. Look at that. He's going to make it. Oh, there's a little bit of rubbing there at high speed. That is. Oh, and Don went wide. He's going to lose another position. Oh, he'll be pissed. That was some NASCAR right there. That was some NASCAR driving for sure. I believe those are two American folks. Look at that. They did some paint rubbing there. Don was the lost out on that. Not sure if he's going to report that, but that was some good action anyway for us to watch. All right. So the leaders in the Platinum are pretty much settled. And how close am I to Nick Newcomb? I am not ahead of him. That's somebody else ahead of me. Who is that ahead of me? That is Paul Garnham. I think I let him by, actually. Maybe I didn't let him by, but he did. Paul, you did give me a nice compliment there for my pace, so I'm happy with that. I was not going to battle with you because I have not that many laps to go. I'm just trying to hold my own and stay in that position. Just trying to not make any mistakes. Let's see where you passed me, just for fun. I don't think I let you by. You're still ahead, still ahead. You wanted to see. Oh, there's where you're behind me now. Let's go to the driver here. A little wide there. You had a great braking point in this corner. You caught up with me big time in your Porsche. Well, yeah, you should. That's a great handling car. Zoom up ahead a little bit here. Oh, you passed me already. Put me up ahead. Yeah. Did I make a mistake? Great braking point there. You gained a little bit. Oh, you went a little bit wide. Again, I'm playing it super conservative now. I'm just not trying to make any mistakes. And again, I was having trouble with this dusk. The dusk, I did not like this dusk. I kept thinking I didn't have my lights on. My lights are automatic. Am I still behind? Let's just keep watching here. Yeah, you're catching up with me slowly. Oh, that's where it happened. Oh, yeah, I got a moment there. I said, oh, shit. I don't want to lose my position. That's where it happened. A big mistake. I didn't feel the pressure. It was just a bit of a mistake there. That's all. All right, let's find some racing action for position. Well, Don's caught up with Buckley. Buckley is... That's Zolt. Where is Buckley? Buckley's ahead. So Yolt got between Don. I think that's where it was. Looks like Don got ahead of Yolt for a while and then got it back again because I thought Don was behind these three guys. These guys are definitely battling for position. Yolt is just battling for the last podium spot in silver, so this is a good battle. Good battle. I think the only battle, really. There's a triplet of cars. This is Holmes, Britos. Britos, that's for position in silver. That's Jeremy just ahead of him. Jeremy wants no part of Holmes, I don't think. Jeremy usually is very conscious of his position in the classification, so I think he's going to probably let him by at some point. As Holmes is trying to battle with Britos. I bet you right here is where... No, that's not a good spot for Jeremy to lift. Oh, he did lift right there. Ooh, that was a little close. Wow. He lifted, and I figured he would. He's not like battling for when it's not position. What do we got here for Orge? is now, that is Ken Schmidt ahead of him. I'm going to take a quick peek. I'll let you guys watch that while I take a peek to see what our standings are. Just to see who's got in the lead for the standings. So you guys just watch this. I won't comment as much as I should. I'm going to take a peek at standings. In bronze, we got Ken Schmidt had first, didn't race the second race. I was third, and I got sixth. Nick Newcomb was seventh in the first one. He third in the next one. And the first, Antonio Ferreira was first in the second race. So there's all these guys. And what are we doing for silver? Who is in the lead for silver? Terry Trowbridge has got 2 first places. Oh, he won today, sorry. He got a first and an 11th. Jeff Odette and Neil Leader. Stephen Buckley, he had a second last race. So those are the guys who are in the lead. And we all know who is always in the lead on the platinum. John Saunders, a first and second. Howells was a 5th and a 1st. Where was Steve Young? Steve Young had an 8th and a 6th, so he's over-committing, like over-achieving today. And Stuart Backman, who is we're following here, where is he? He had a 2nd in the first race, but a 10th in the last race. All right, so just wanted to see who the hot guys were, standing-wise. I didn't go through the standings today. I didn't get a snapshot before the race started, so I didn't want to. So Mr. Lee is trying to chase down Ken Schmidt, and Ken just passed whoever that was, or just passing. No, he passed and got passed again. Oh, let me go back to that. Let's watch that for a second here. Back up a little bit. Looks like Ken passed and then got passed. Let's back up a few. He is with, who is the other car? Oh, that's Steve Young. Right. Just thought Steve is in the lead. So this is, that's Schmidt goes, lets him by because he's the leader. There he goes. And then what happens? That's Jorge right behind him, I think. Yes, it is. So Jorge is... This is for 3rd place, this battle. No, this is for 4th place, sorry. Kevin Torrance is in 3rd place. Probably the closest battle for a position in the same class, and we are getting close to the end. We're 4 laps left. I notice things got a little slippery here because if people didn't notice, the temperatures dropped by quite a bit. So your tire pressures, if you didn't practice the whole race, you would not have noticed on this. After your pit stop, you had to increase your pressure a little bit. They're going to be slipping around a little bit more than you wanted to. Whoa, what a different braking point for Jorge in that Ferrari compared to the Ford. So he is definitely, this is the battle to watch. We are going to stick with this battle because I think something might happen here. Uh-oh, I'm not happy with my mouse. I'm just going to stick with this. Make sure I can change things. I'm good. Tried to do something on my mouse and couldn't, so I'm a little worried about my Microsoft getting a little screwed up here. Where am I? I won't play around because it looks like my OBS is dead, but it looks like I'm okay with everything going on in the stream, but my OBS looks like a red dot. I might not be able to stop this well, but I'm okay with the camera angles. I got Eric Langlois here chasing down Bruce Hopkins. Up at the front, just take a quick peek. Yep, everything's still the same. And Trowbridge and Odette got huge gaps, just 7 seconds gaps between the podium in silver. Mr. Nick Newcomb's got a big lead over me in second place. Did I say that again? Second place for Mr. Molesky? Yeah. Best finish ever for me. And he is just, I am just trying to hang in there. Okay, this is the closest battle, I think, on the track. No, there's Mr. Walker and Mr. McKay. That is a battle for way down there in silver, but it's a battle for position. And McKay looks like he is actually pretty close to Paul. Let's just watch this one for a bit. It's way down there, but it's a battle for position. So let's just watch it. Points are points. Mr. McKay's trying hard. Yes, I'm having trouble with my OBS. Looks like I've got a red dot and I can't hit it there, so I will just stay right with this the stream as we are watching it. Whoa, look at that. Walker is right behind Richard. Richard is feeling that pressure and lost a little bit of gap to Garnham, but now he's back. He is back trying that out. I don't know, Paul, you're listening. I don't know. Did you have? Oh, hi Willie. How are you? How are you? Willie, this is a tough track. We've got lots of action. You got to go back and watch the beginning of this one. Oh, look at Richard. He had a little bit of a wiggle there. Let's see if Walker is able to get momentum on the long straight. He must have been very careful right behind him. Catching up a little bit. Let's just see what happens at the breaking point. Everybody lifts right about here. Just a little bit of a lift. Looks like Richard got the better of him there. All right, any other action here? Jorge on Schmidt. Jorge, or Antonio really wants to get, or Jorge wants to get by King. This is for position in silver for 5th place, I believe. Schmidt's quite far behind Torrance. Yeah, if you were watching, if you were on board with Sky, he's way up there. Look at that. He's got a 11-second lead over John Saunders. Great job by Steve Young today. This is his best finish this season with that Ford. So that is going to tighten up the standings. So we're going to have a great action here. I think our great action for the season 15. All right, let's find something. Peter David on Eric Langlois. That is for position in silver. So there's a few points on the line here. We're getting close to the end. 2 or 3 laps to go. Yeah, it's okay, Willie. I know you're not yelling caps on your chat. So let's see if Peter David can get a place. He looks like he's got... Oh! Just about lost it there. Just about lost it there. These guys are catching up to me. That's me up ahead. I'm playing it so conservative. I should look at my lap times that I really didn't want to screw things up. And you know, that's actually tough to do because if you're trying to play conservatively, sometimes you mess up. As we looked at a few laps ago. Walker looks like he's going to got some pace on Richard here. Let's just see what happens at the end of the straight. Richard last time did a good job. He did it again. Walker has to be careful he doesn't get too close there and not able to pass. He's catching up in this Ferrari on that McLaren. And where are we with Lee and Schmidt? They were closer. Let's just see what happens at the end of this straight. He's not making up any ground there. Anybody else close? Well, let's go back to Walker, and yeah, everybody's close here. Walker's back right on top of Richards. A couple of points in silver on the line here with 2 or 3 laps to go. So this is where Walker can get a little bit too anxious with only 1 lap to go, and he knows it. He wants to get a position ahead. Am I missing any action up and down the ladder here? Actually, Peter David. Oh yeah, I let Eric go by. Pretty sure. Below there. But this is great action here because Richard's not far behind Garnham either. So anybody makes some mistakes, let's just see who's ahead of Garnham. That's Richard. Garnham has got Eric Jones or somebody. I think it's Jones. So there's one who got by here. So we're McKay's going to meet some traffic here. That could help Walker. Depending on how this turns out. Last lap again. There, Walker just had a little bit of a wiggle. That's a great job there by Jones to let these 2 guys battle it out. I believe 1 more lap to go. The penultimate lap. How do you like that for a big word, boys? Penultimate lap. But look at that. Richard has got him on that long straight. At the end of the long straight, he just does a great job of that. Just lifts a little bit, gets around that corner, but then Walker catches up with the rest of these spots. Right, we're just going to stick with this one, I think, till the end because it's the one that there's the most at stake. Just looking on the leaderboard to see how far ahead of Torrance I was. I was 3 or 4 seconds. I was watching that in my rear view mirror on my screen. Like I said, we're going to stick with this one. Up ahead looks like Sauvage and Leader are pretty close together. That's for a position in the category. Again, last lap, people get all excited. Finally, the lights kicked in here, even though it's just still dusk. Everybody going to be watching the F1 race. Well, I guess in Europe it's in the middle of frickin' night. How stupid is that in Vegas they have whoa, let's just take a quick peek at that. Let's go back to another 5 seconds. And go back to a good view. There we go. This is Sauvage on leader. And he just barely missed hitting him. Now let's just see if he can get ahead. No, he doesn't. That was a brown shirt moment. And let's see, McKay and Walker. Does Walker? No, that's not. Didn't get by the sprint special there. It's the same spot. It seems he catches up right there. Go back on driver view, and this is the last lap. Maybe we'll give Steve Young some love. Oops, sorry, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, Steve's already in the pit, so it's finished. It's finished. Sorry, I didn't catch you going over the finish line, Steve, but great job, 18-second over second place finish. So an excellent race on your part. We'll go over the leaderboard in a minute. The end of the race. Just to see. Oh, Walker is just trying desperately on the last corner to get by McKay, but he's not going to do it, I don't think. Richard just did a great job defensive driving there. All right, I'm going to go here to, I think everybody's got. All right, let's just stop here and let's review. Mr. Steve Young with a dominating performance, an 18-second lead over second place John Saunders and Roman Mark in third, 17 seconds behind John. So big gaps there in the platinum category. In first place, Terry Trowbridge again. This is the second first place for him. I'm going to be watching him to see if he's going to have to go up into platinum land next year. But he had 11-second lead over Jeff Odette and Don Queen in third place. Great job, Don. In the bronze category, Mr. Nick Newcomb in first place with a huge lead because he was chicken and didn't keep up his pace. But Mr. Mike Molesky, he is in second. Love it, love it, love it. And Kevin Torrance in third. So that is our race today. We are going to be at, I can't go to the other, I can't remember where we're going to be next week. And I can't go back to my view here because my OBS is dead. So, great job for all you guys, and we'll see you next week again. Now I got to figure out how to end the stream somehow because my OBS is dead. So you guys can sign off. Let me see if I can. Not just my OBS. I think it's me. I'm gonna quit here. See if I can get control back. No, I can't. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Quit the game here. See if I can do something here. And I'll just go to... I'm really dead. You guys are watching this, I'm sure. Ever since I've got triple screens, it does not like my setups. What do I do here? And I always forget how to get into Taskmaster. Task. Now I've lost everything. Taskbar, where is my taskbar? See, I'm not being able to do anything. I am just going to have to quit, I guess, and stop the... I've got to reboot, I guess. This is terrible, isn't it? Windows and 3 screens are not very helpful. It's not like it. I'm probably gonna have a hard time killing this broadcast. Look at that. I've lost everything. Good time for a Control-Alt-Delete, folks. Oh, Task Manager. Here we go. Ah, I got it back. Yes.